Now moving on to macros. Now when inflation spikes, comparisons to the 1970s are never far away. The similarities are striking, but so are the differences. In this next report, we dive into details and decode the LinkedIn influencer crowd, offering up a harbinger of doom. Take a look.
There is a lot of noise on social media on a surge in inflation. You've probably seen it. US inflation today overlaid against the 1970s, offering conclusive proof that inflation is heading for double digits and a peak in October. And yes, the similarities are striking. Inflation has in many places failed to return fully to pre-COVID norms, just like after the 1973 spike. The gap between the inflation waves looks eerily familiar. Like the late 70s, Iran is once again at the epicenter. But here's where the analogy starts to break down. First, the shock itself. Even at over $100 per barrel, oil prices in real terms are well below late 70s levels, particularly if one is adjusting for OECD prices over the past 50 years. Even the escalation scenario of $150 per barrel doesn't look extreme. More importantly, the West just isn't as hungry for oil as it was back then. Per capita consumption is down by a third in the US and over half in the UK, and energy intensity has fallen with it. Electricity generation, meanwhile, has become a bigger slice of energy usage. Relatively speaking, Europe has become more vulnerable to electricity crisis than oil spikes. And so far, this is not an electricity crisis. European natural gas prices are remarkably well behaved. Even if they rise, it is still unlikely to get anywhere near the scale of 2022. Things have changed a lot in 50 years. Unionization has collapsed from 35% to 15% since 1980. But remember that in 2022, energy shocks hit at a moment of exceptional labor tightness and worker shortages. That's not the backdrop now. Policymakers today are as paranoid about repeating the mistakes of half a century ago. Business Bureau, WION, World is One.